In this episode we have the completion of the foundation base for the second house, the arrival of the timber frame kit, the arrival of the trusses for that timber frame kit, the erection of the ground floor of the kit plus part of the gable end, and a look inside some of the spaces that are going to be available to the completed house, and also a view from the back to see what a wonderful view that this particular house at the rear of the plot is going to have, looking across some open countryside. So I hope you're going to enjoy this weekly update. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so now so as you don't miss, should I say, any future episodes. Let's go and have a look at what's happened in the last week. So we completed the pour of the second foundation, so now we have both foundations completed. You'll just see here on the image here, this is the roof trusses because we had the delivery of the first kit this week, and indeed we've actually started to erect the first kit. So if we look at the trusses here, these are what are called attic trusses. So the space that you're seeing in this area here that's outlined there is going to be the actual bedrooms upstairs, or at least the space that's available, living space up the stairs. Just give you a slightly better view of that. And then you'll notice that they don't come to an apex at the top there. That's because these units here are then attached. And so sometimes you attach them before putting them in place, and sometimes you will attach them after they're in place. So what will happen during the course of this week is that they will sort through the trusses and get them ready for lifting in place when the crane arrives. This would have normally been about Tuesday of the coming week. However, due to the sign of the times, I guess, just now, it's not always to get things, you can't always get things coming in place just exactly when you want them, so there's going to be a slight delay. So probably by about Wednesday of this week they will go off site and not come till the following Tuesday, when we've managed to secure the crane to put them in place. In addition to these, we also have the gable ladders. So these are essentially attached at the end of the house on this area here, so on the outside of it. So to give you an example, on this house here, it forms the outer edge of the roof, giving that overhang on the gable end. So as you can see from here, the ground floor of the kit has been erected. We're now ready. Well, we're not actually quite ready to do the first floor trusses. There's still quite a wee bit of work to go before we do that. Just a couple of things I'd like to point out on the kit. So before fitting the kit, of course, we had to put on the wall plate. This is then attached to the block work, and then the kit is then attached to this wall plate. So just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this video, to like and share this video. It really would help us. Thanks, let's get back to the action. You'll also see here that there is exposed wood, and the thermal covering here is not covered there, because this is, and the reason for this is that the kit is delivered in panels, and so therefore this tends to then have exposed areas, but there is excess there, and this is then brought over, and this is one of the jobs that will be done this week, to actually seal all these joints. So where you're seeing this one here, there's this excess of the thermal outing to be brought over to the outside of the kit. This is looking into the house of the timber frame kit, going through the French doors, which will have side lights to the side of them, going into the living room area here. This beam here that you'll see is actually a steel beam, and it's clad either side with wood in order to be able to put fixings in there. This is going to be put up approximately this area here, because this area of the roof is going to be a flat roof. And we're required to make this a flat roof because the dormer windows, not so much on this one, are at the rear of the property, but on the front one is at the front of the property. So to create consistency, we've put a flat roof on both of those, because the apex roof that we originally intended to put there would have basically infringed onto the dormer windows, just making it impossible. And originally, as part of the planning, if you look at this gable end on the front house, we had proposed to put windows on either side of that, giving you light into the bedroom. And on this house, we'd always intended to put dormers at the back, but part of the planning condition was that there was an objection to us putting them on the front house because it was overlooking not somebody's house or windows, but overlooking their conservatory. So if we go through here, this is going to be where the front entrance is. There'll be a bedroom over to this side here. A disabled access toilet is going to be here, and at the back of that will be the ensuite toilet here. And so this was obviously the entrance then into the back bedroom here. And then there will be, where you see that support brace there, which is my sun's sort of in my eyes. I'm having difficulty actually seeing this, but there's a support brace there. Yes, this one here. Then that's going to be where the outer wall of this bedroom is. This then becomes the area outside that bedroom, and the stair will be going up here, so you actually go to the end of the hallway and join the stair going up here, and that will take you up to the first floor level. And then finally here on the ground floor level, we have the kitchen. So that's the kitchen door going into the living room, and then the kitchen door going outside with a window. We have started to put up the gable ends, not quite to the topper part there, just because of the wind conditions. It would probably collapse prior to us getting the trusses in place and bracing the trusses so that we've got a much more solid structure. Here you can see a bird's eye view of the house from above, and you'll notice down here, this piece of wood here is called a head binder, and this is used to really put in place at the top level of the timber frame kit to secure it. Very important, particularly where there's multiple panels, and I'll show you an example of that just shortly, but it basically keeps them in line and in place. Up here we've got the bracing for here for this other gable end here. We haven't put the topper on, as I mentioned already, just due to wind conditions. It is likely to collapse until we've got it tied into the roof structure. As you will see here, in a much longer run with about 5 panels, how important it is here to have the head binder in order to secure the panels in a straight line, but also to secure them in place. Here you can see the view that will be from the first floor. In fact, actually it will be a slightly better view than this. In other words, you'll be able to see a little bit more because it will be higher. I'm currently standing about a metre below the first floor level. So pretty nice view at the back of plot 1 for the house here that's being built. So I hope you're enjoying this series of the 2-house build. Remember, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you want to see the video prior to this, then look at this video here. And if you want to see the next video in this series, then look at that video there. Please remember to subscribe and share this video so that many more other people can join along on the journey with us.